Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Al, and wanted to do a quick video on a new gun that I purchased. I used to have an H&R Buffalo Classic years ago, and I traded it in for a semi-auto pump shot or semi-auto 12 gauge shotgun, and it was a great gun, but it was awfully long, and it was neat and it was extremely accurate, but not all that practical, to take out to the field. So it's more like a target and competition type rifle than anything else. But ever since I sold that, I regretted it because, man, I love that 45-70 caliber. It has so much power. You can take any game in the world with a 45-70. People have hunted elephant with it, have hunted any game in North America. This is the size of the cartridge. It's 2.5 inches long. So it's quite a beast. This one is a Winchester silver tip, and it's a 325 grain bullet. I personally like the 405 grain bullets, but these 325s are actually pretty nice. So nothing wrong with this. Actually, I think these are 300 grains. But anyways, 300, 325 grains, not that much difference. And man, do they pack a wallop. I just love the versatility of the 45-70. And so, anyways, I ended up ordering I found this rifle on Gun Genie on Davidson's Gallery of Guns, and I ordered it. And it just came in, so let's take a look at what we have in here. As you can see, we have the rifle there, and we have the instruction manual that comes with it. And it has the NRA leaflet, and I'm sure it's got all the safety stuff in it. It's got a padlock that's required nowadays, I think. And here's the rifle itself. So let's take a quick look at this and see what that looks like. So there's the rifle itself. Boy, is this thing light. It's probably about 7 pounds maybe, so not bad at all. I think that's pretty light for such a heavy barreled rifle. I like the fact that it's got a really great recoil pad built into it. It's got stud swivels, the studs already in the stock, so you can put some swivels in there and put your nice strap on it, which I already purchased. I go to Walmart and I get these things for, I think it's $12 or something like that. These Winchester Super Slings. They're easy to adjust, and they work really, really good. And as you can see, it comes with iron sights already built into it. And from what I can tell, they're really nicely visible, and it is also drilled and tapped for scope rail, so you can put a scope on it, which I probably will. I'm going to put a scope rail on there, and I'm going to put a 4-power scope, which is more than adequate for a 45-70. I don't ever see taking a shot longer than 200 yards with this, but a 45-70 with 300 grain bullet, you can reach out to 300 yards with the decent load in it. If you put like a 52 grains of IMR 4198 behind it, she'll be leaving the barrel about 2250 feet per second. And so if you sight it in for 6 inches high at 100 yards, it'll be dead on at 200, and it'll be 26 inches low at 300 yards. So it's a fairly easy caliber to actually extend out there and reach out. But the muzzle energy on this thing it's unbelievable. I mean, when you have a 300 and somewhat grain bullet leaving the barrel at 2200 feet per second, that thing's packing a wallop, and it does. I took it out already and shot it and shot one of my 3/8 inch targets, and it put a dent in it like you wouldn't believe. And I also put out some water jogs, and man, it just totally demolished them. So it's a great caliber. If you're going to have one gun or one rifle in the world, or one gun in the world, I would say, you know, the 12 gauge, right? Because you can shoot anything with a 12 gauge, especially if you have rifle slugs. If you can't have a 12 gauge, and you can only have one rifle, this would be it. Single shot, 45-70, no malfunctions, take down any animal in the world with this. With a proper load, you could shoot up to 500 grain bullets with this thing. I mean, it is just an absolute beast. And believe you me, you gotta have that recoil pad, because that thing will pack a while up on a gun this light. The barrel on this thing is 22 inches long, but look at how thick that barrel is. It's just absolutely monstrous. The heft on the gun is actually pretty light, but you know, for a gun this short and with no bolt action or anything like that, all that steel removed out of it, you know, it's still 7.5 pounds. So that's pretty massive. It's just, you know, this thing just works. So let's go ahead and take it outside, take it out to my range behind my steel building. And you've seen I've done a couple of modifications to my my shooting range, and it's in the works right now. But I'm definitely working on it, and hopefully in a few weeks it'll be all set up so I can take it out to 100 yards or more. And you know, it's just a work in progress right now. So let's take it out there. We'll shoot a couple of targets and let you take a look and see how it works. Okay? Thanks. Hi, this is Al again, and I'm going to do a test shooting of the 45-70, and I shot this target already to see if it was sighted in, and it is. But it totally, I hit that one on the lower right, and it literally made the whole thing jump into the air, did a flip, and landed halfway up on that hill back there. I mean, it just hit it hard. And if we look at what it did, and that's pretty thick steel, it's 3/8 steel, you can kind of see the damage right here. It just put a big old dent on that thing. And that's a sorry, I accidentally shot it off. But as I was saying, that is a 300 grain bullet that is loaded for you know, rifles that are old. So it's not loaded to what I could load it for this particular rifle. So once I hand load it with IMR 4198, that thing will really pack a wallop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot these 3 water jugs here. They're empty bleach bottles with water. 2 are capped and 1 is uncapped. And as you know, if you don't cap these things right, most of the shockwave will be dissipated through that spout, and not as much damage will occur. We'll see what a 45-70 can do, even without a cap, with pressure, essentially having a pressure relief available to it. So let's go back where we're going to shoot from, and we'll see what we can do there. So you can see in the background, those are some of our goats, and some of those goats are going to become dinner this weekend. I think we're going to process 1 or 2 of them. And if you're one of those people that don't know where your food comes from or how you get that food, you know, that's part of living out in the country and having livestock. So anyways, let's go ahead and load the rifle. We'll take a shot at it and see what happens. Alright, so I got the rifle here. I'm going to go ahead and break it open. I'm going to load one of those 300 grain Winchester ballistic tip, silver tip bullets. Yeah, let's take aim at one of those water jugs and see what happens. So it looks like it did a number on it. Let's pull this guy out. Then we'll go after the one that's standing on the left. And I will shoot that one that's on the ground. See what happens. Put another round in it. Okay. we go. That's a 45-70. Just an awesome beast. This thing is just amazing. It's I love the power behind that round. It's just so versatile, you know. You can load it with a pure black powder, FF black powder, and you know, have a load that you can shoot with a cowboy action shooting if you want to with the same rifle, which is not something that I do, but you know, for some of those who may like that, certainly is available. The cartridge was built, or was made by the U.S. Army back in 1873, and it was adopted in 1873 for the Sharps rifle. So we're talking about a cartridge that this year, 2013, makes it 140 years old. It's just amazing to me that an 140-year-old design of a rifle and cartridge combination that could still be so powerful, one of the most powerful cartridges around, you know, and that is so versatile. So it's just to me, it's just neat, you know, to have something so historical in your hands, the 45-70 government, that you can actually take out to the field and do some serious shooting with it. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we did with those water jugs. Alright, here's a carnage. They didn't fare too well. They are just totally split open. Those are the two that were capped. This is the one that was uncapped. And even if it was uncapped and there's no, in other words, there's no pressure in it because it's going to come out of that spout, the expansion, the shock wave is so violent that it just rips the bottle to pieces. There's no way that big old opening on the cap can absorb the shock wave and that much water coming out of it all at once. So it's just an awesome round. Imagine, if you would, what that would do to tissue on a moose or an elk or a bear or an elephant if you dare to go that route. I mean, it's just an awesome round. So anyways, I hope you liked it. I'll do a video probably next week on how my shooting range is coming along. There's a lot more work that I still have to do to it, but you know, hopefully it'll come out pretty good, and I'll be able to go out 100 yards and do some shooting. Most of my shooting is going to be with pistol and 22 rifle. So you know, but once in a while it's great to have something with a little bit of power behind it. So God bless everybody. Thank you for watching, and you all have a great weekend. Bye.